Welcome back to another TLA Media video. I know it's been a while, you know why? Because I've been waiting on these for 2 months. And if you don't know what these are the webinar headers. And they don't have a cat, which is great. We don't need that. That's the hardware. Those are my heat shields. Those are some rusty shit bolts that we will be replacing or just not needing. As you can see, these are very rusty, and that's why. One of the reasons I don't want them. That cat's the other reason. So down here, those 2 bolts will need to be removed, or one of them will need to be either or, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong, but I think it's the top one that needs to be taken off. You will need to take off both heat shields just so you can see that one and the one that was right there, or you could take it off from the bottom. You will need to take off all 5 of the top. Obviously you should probably leave the middle one unless you take out the 2 bottom ones beforehand. Once all the bottom stuff's out, you can take the middle one out. I had a hard time with all of these, especially this one. I had to take out this little sensor from that hole. Where is the wrench? I think I want to say it was a 15/16, or yeah, 15/16. So that was a pain. Under the car, you're gonna need to take off the second splash guard, if you will. Let's see if I can. It's gonna look really weird. Oh, hey, look, my TV bracing that you can finally see. So there's one of the bolts, and then that's what I was talking about that you can get from down here. You can also get the bolts from the heat shield on this side down here. There's the other side, and then the check engine light delete thing actually apparently goes here. I don't know if this is upside down or not, but everyone says that there's clearance issues with screwing it in because of your axle right here. But my plan is to just wiggle this pipe around. Hopefully it wiggles enough when I take my bracing off to do that. We'll see. It shouldn't be too hard. I will not have a before of my car because I want a phone without a laptop without editing. But you guys have heard my car before, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you have. Never mind. It's still the same setup: stock motor, just the intake, and the S-type boiler. So if you refer to my first video, you'll hear maybe not a cold start, but a start. This won't be a cold start because it's like 100 out right now. I'm still working on this thing. Like, I can't even touch my radiator cooling plate. It hurts. I'm gonna pause it here. Let the PB on that one bolt down there soak in. And then I'll go try taking it off. And then I'll resume from there. You do have to unplug this sensor, take that out. Since I don't have an O2 sensor, anything, I'm gonna have to use a regular wrench on it to get it off. We'll see how that goes, and I'll update you on anything else I need to take out. We'll see. But I'm gonna pause it here and I'll be back. Back to another TLA Media video. I don't know if you can hear me, to be honest, but this is the next day from installing the webinar headers. I have no idea if I'll be able to splice yesterday's video and today's together. If I can, I will. If I can't, I'll probably just make them 2 separate videos. But that was the cold startup, and it sounds good. It's running a little richer because there's no cat, but it'll have to do. Let me go put this battery back. That's what I was propping the camera on. But today I was thinking that yeah, it's like an update. So as you can see on here, there is no check engine light, which means that the cell eliminator that Weaponar gives you does work. So these are my headlights. You can actually see them now that it's daytime and they're not blinding, but there they are. They're already turning gold. I have not driven with them. I don't even know if you can hear me because it's pretty loud, but they are looking mighty fine, and my sensors are all connected. I was right yesterday. That bolt for the bracket to the cat was the last thing that I had to go. As far as the cell eliminator goes, or yeah, check engine light eliminator, the little elbow thing, I've heard that there's clearance issues on the downpipe. There are. I won't sugarcoat it. I had to take off the entire thing to get it on because I didn't want to go buy a new spacer and have all the problems that comes with that I've heard of, at least. So I just took off the downpipe. I had a PB blast the crap out of those spring bolts. Torqued everything to spec. But yeah, the easiest way is to just take off the downpipe, then put it on. And I'd recommend you don't try screwing the nut in all the way and then just like screw in the elbow all the way down. It will not work because it'll point down, and you don't want your O2 sensor hitting the ground. Or at least that's the problem with being as low as I am. What else was I thinking of? Oh yeah, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to loosen the nut and then screw it on. And just like mess around with it until you get it pointing to where you want it, because at a certain point we had it pointing up, and the O2 sensor did not have enough space to actually get in. So I had to mess around with it a little bit, but other than that, I'm satisfied. It sounds good. I would do like little drive-bys, but I'm by myself. And I'm not going to try propping up my phone and going through my neighborhood with a loud exhaust at 9 in the morning on a Monday, even though everyone's probably at work. But I do have a Panda Fab front carbon splitter on the way, so I'll go into more detail about how that all goes on when it gets here. I'll probably also put on the other half of my intake just because I can, and it'll be colder air coming in. We have to figure out this headlight. This headlight's wire came out unplugged yesterday when I was messing with the the intake pipe through that little hole there. But this is basically just a conclusion to yesterday's video. You know what? How long has this been going? Only 5 minutes. We'll do some little driving. It's not going to be pretty because I'm on my phone, but it'll have to do. I need a little tripod for this or something. As far as like performance gains, I haven't noticed anything, but with newer cars like this, because mine's 2015, you do have to tune the ECU to actually make any power out of your intake, exhaust, and header setup. But that does mean that this is now a full bolt-on TC, so that's kind of cool. It's still slow, obviously, because this thing's only pushing like 180 maybe. It might be a little bit more without a tune now, but I don't know. I have no idea if you can hear it, but it's definitely louder. Obviously I didn't have like a stock little driving thing. And then we'll go into manual mode. This will be a little bit more difficult. It definitely sounds better. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even know if you can hear me because probably wind, but if you can, it sounds better. It definitely sounds better. Try downshifting here. It sounds pretty saucy, if I do say so myself. But yeah, no, as far as if it's more responsive or if it just feels like it has more power, they do say it's for like higher RPM power, so I wouldn't know, but we'll do it again here as soon as this light turns green, and we'll keep going. It is very ashy out there from the fires. Definitely louder. That's all I can really say, but I have no idea. It doesn't really feel that much more responsive. It's just louder. Mainly because of obviously no cat. But yeah. I don't know. As far as tuning it goes though, to actually get like as much horsepower as you can out of the setup, Orange Virus has one that's specifically for just having an exhaust, an intake, and headers. But when I went on their website, I didn't see anything, so I don't know. I won't lie though, decelerating, downshifting does not sound nearly as good as upshifting. But yeah. I think this will conclude the video. I'll try splicing them together. If I can't, it'll be a two-part video. But this is TLA Media, and have a good day.